Hey, imagine having your prospects reaching out to you asking about your business instead of you chasing them. That'd be great, wouldn't it? So in this video I'm going to talk about how to start attracting your ideal prospects. And if we haven't met, my name is Edita, I'm from VIE Now. I love network marketing, but I hate prospecting, I hate chasing people, I hate asking strangers to look at my stuff. So obviously I was struggling, and then I found a way how to get ideal prospects to reach out to me instead, and I talk about that at VIE Now. And if you would like to get my 3-step formula to recruit new team members without having to prospect, chase, and without having to feel awkward, you can find it at viesnow.com/3 steps. The link is in the description of this video, and I want to talk about how to start attracting your ideal prospects to you instead of the other way around. So let's say we have a situation when you send me a message on a messenger, and whatever the message is about, but let's say I decide to check you out and I go to your personal profile. What do I see? Here is a lot of problems start. So in many cases I see nothing. When I look at personal profiles on social media, in many cases I either see nothing, no content, no relevant content to me, nothing that interests me as your prospect. In many other cases, I see your company's logo, your company's branding, the photos of your products, and I don't see you. What are you about? Who are you? So I don't even decide whether to be attracted to you or not. It's based on emotions though, so I feel, I have this instinctual attraction to you or not. We don't decide whether we are attracted to somebody. It's a feeling, it's an emotion, it's in our subconsciousness. And if we don't register anything about the person that pulls us in somehow, there is no reason for our brain to even start, thinking that way, So it's very, very important how you dress yourself up. So your personal profile matters because a lot of people are coming to check you out, so it needs to be relevant for your prospects. And in many cases, especially on LinkedIn, for some reason I don't see any photo. The other problem is that people don't use their own name. They use their company's name, they use their product's name, they use their whatever slogan and stuff like that. So that, right? People do business with people, so you need to come across as a person in the first place. So anyway, other than that, in terms of being very proactive and setting up yourself as somebody that your prospects would be interested in, you need to provide content that is relevant to your prospects. And it's not just, we all like, people who are in business, we all like personal development stuff, we all like mindset stuff, and that stuff is important. But you need to realize that, working on their mindset is not a burning desire that your prospects have. If you have identified your prospects correctly, their burning desire is around something that you're selling. So if it's your products, your content needs to be around your products, the information, the education, whatever value you can provide. And it's actually very easy to do it. I don't know if you've heard about the ILT principle. So if you think that sharing value is very difficult to do, it's actually not. You can, you can share value as you learn something. So we call it ILT process: invest, learn, teach. So you invest in to learning something, either time-wise, either or money-wise, that and then you learn it and you teach it. One example, for example, let's say you read a nice book. You could easily do a video or do a post about sharing some stuff from that book, what you are learning, or aha moments, tips. But you need to do it from the point of view of helping your prospects. It's not something like, look what I have, this is the best thing in the world, you should buy it. No, that's not providing value. Providing value is not telling your prospects what this is. And every marketer in the world thinks that what they have is the best, and that should be a big reason enough for somebody to buy it. But that's not how it works. If you read a good book about something, let's say about losing weight, you could be sharing so many different things from the book, from inside a book. Here is what I learned from chapter number 5, or here are my 3 most important takeaways, and so on. So with your content, if it's relevant to your target audience, you will naturally start attracting people to you. If you will just post, this is what I have, it's the best in the world, I've never seen anything like that before, you should buy it. It's not gonna attract anyone. So you should absolutely be talking about the benefits of what you are selling, not what they are. So everybody is looking for what's in it for them. So that's what you should be talking about. And as I said, it's very easy to do as you learn something. And I believe if you want to be successful in your business, you are learning on a regular basis. So as you learn something, share it. You can even literally share a good video that you watched, but make sure that you put your own description on, your own spin, your own view, and maybe the angle that is relevant for your audience. It's very easy. It's really much easier than people think. People tend to overcomplicate it when we talk about providing value. And the best way to kind of evaluate whether you are providing value or not is kind of think, can I help people whether they buy from me or not? Can I give them something in terms of information whether they buy from me or not? And sometimes buying decision is just it's just down to the timing. And the other thing to remember is that I think we used to need kind of 7 exposures, for people to start, kind of getting drawn to us and buy something from us. And I think the last time I heard was like 21 or 22 exposures, something big. So eventually, if somebody doesn't buy today, doesn't mean they're not gonna buy from you tomorrow or in a month or in 2 months. And if your audience is always growing, these kind of people will be accumulating with time. And And the best thing about this, about having people to come to you, is that you don't really actually have to sell. You just share useful content that is relevant to your audience, and eventually when they start asking you for more information about your business, it's very easy to share that information. It's very easy to offer something, and that is the best way to overcome fear of selling, overcome that, you know, difficult feeling of spammy and salesy and awkward. We all hate it. I know very few people like feeling that way or are okay with that. So attracting people is the best way to sell without having to sell, really, or to get people to join you without having to prospect them. You know, eventually people start coming to you by themselves. So the last point I want to mention, that you, of course, you need to be consistent, and the best would be if you could do this every single day. Post something every single day. Do a video every single day. If you think it's kind of difficult, it's actually, if you practice something, before you know it, you actually master it, and you start feeling much more comfortable and confident. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks very much for watching. If you do want to start recruiting people without having to prospect, without having to chase anyone and talk to strangers, grab my 3-step formula at viesnow.com/3 steps. Thanks again, have a nice day, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye now.